Shakti. I wish all the warm wishes and happy International Women's Day to you all, not just the men, if I can call you all, address you all as business transformation drivers, okay, because they said amateur entrepreneurs, the change makers at Vipra Business Forum. Shakti, so I was just asking him, is Shakti behind Shakti or Shakta behind Shakti? Shakti and Shakti makers. So yeah, happy International Women's Day to all of you. It's a very neat, very well organized event. It's my pleasure to be here. She just read through the biodata. But let me share some of my girly stories. Right? So I was born and brought up in a liberal mindset middle class family in a small town in Uttar Kannada. Some of the organizers are from that place. It's a progressive society, mature society. 40 years back when the girl child was born, it was very well welcomed. So importance was given to education, the overall personality development. So maybe I don't remember any incident, okay, where my parents took a decision based on my gender. There was no limitation, or that was a tilt for their decision making. In fact, my parents, both of them were in a business environment. It was a printing business. Today I call it as Akshara Seve, yeah, Udyoga anta. So it was, both of them were engaged. I used to spend my time after school timings in that environment. It was, to be frank, it was at that time printing was a very labor intensive business. So I used to spend my time with the wage workers, the contractors, employees. In fact, I remember spending how the payment was made, what kind of incentive activities my father used to do for them. So all those gave me at very early age. I was not just the bundle of emotions or the joy for my parents. They ensured that she involves in all other activities of the family happenings. So I used to take a major role in decision making. In fact, by the time I reached my primary school, I was literally a treasurer, cashier for my family. So I used to be a finance manager. So I used to take a pride, and they gave me all the liberty. So that helped me in my personal decisions. Though there were limited, the opportunities for the schools, I took the decision that which school I want to opt. So I wanted the farthest schools so that I can cycle, I can ride through. And it continued. Okay, so when I wanted to pursue my higher studies, I decided the stream and I decided the city where I want to live and study. And this career path I took on my own. The decision of my life partner was mine. And after that, whether to have a kid or not, when to have, it was my and my husband's decision. But all throughout, I got an amazing unconditional support. See, it's like so, whatever the success so far, if I can call so, I have a group to celebrate. But if there is any hiccup in between, the failures in the path, I really don't have anyone to blame. And coming to the professional life, many of you ask me, like whenever I go, how is your life in government setup? Being women is another sub question. It's 8th year for me in the government setup. Surprisingly, I haven't come across any incident of gender biases. It's a progressive society where we are living today. I am in the collection department. It's not dealing with any expenditure of the government schemes or anything. Day by day, it's getting, the corporate setup, that touch is being there. Today we are heard in the government setup. Women is heard in the government setup. Our say is well respected. In fact, in my last tenure, I had an opportunity to work with a women boss, an IAS, who stood for the sisterhood, womanhood. Why I'm sharing this? I think today this small but a privileged crowd, some of you may resonate with me, right? Maybe at the professional level or the personal scale, when we were allowed to take our own decision in one or another way. Today you have the theme, the empowered her. I was in fact very delighted to see the two terms in your invitation when Devaswati Bhatt has shared me. One is Vipra Business Forum, wonderfully gender neutral term, and Entrepreneurial Day. It's very gender neutral. And that too an invitation on a Women's Day. So when some of the women here resonate with me, can we really, confidently call that I'm an empowered woman? I'm empowered when being, ideal daughter, loving sister, caring wife, perfect mother. Anyone? Can we confidently say being all this I'm an empowered woman, or are we in the path of empowerment? Nice. Thanks for the response. Yes. See, the thing is, today we have reached the stage where we can decide, apart from our mental blockage, nothing can stop us from what we want to do or what we don't want to do, right? But we don't need to be perfect in everything. I'm fine to say I'm imperfectionist or imperfection at whatever I do. So I can't be everything to my kid. I can't provide everything to him, but I can facilitate that, right? But while coming, I was just thinking with the theme, okay, empower her. Is there any juncture or a time in the history of, mankind or the womankind? Was there any juncture where there was a need or call for empower him, Ita? Think of it. That means they were already established. Maybe, see, ಒಂದೇ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ತಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ. So, if we see that all these, this caretaking, home affairs were given to the ladies or taken by the ladies, women, and all this decision making, provider, enabler. In fact, empower is a very, very action driven word, right? So, it's like enabling, supporting, financial support. Those aspects were kept or given to the men. Maybe the different biological setup of the women or the physical setup of the women. See, if you think about someone who is lacking the hearing capacity or the visual capacity, they have a different special privileges. In the same way, women has a special privilege, but throughout it was seen as a limitation, not as an opportunity. Maybe because of that. See, I always think when we were growing up, we all see the movies, heard, read the books about women, what women think, what women, feel. Don't you think it's all the men's script? It's a men version of how she thinks, how she assumes, what she feels. It's his imagination. And we also need to take an equal responsibility that we have not spoken then. Only very recently we have started acting towards it. So what we actually need is we have to actively involve in this aspect. So today in every walk of life there is a woman. We have a women president, we have a women finance minister, in government of Karnataka we have a women chief secretary. In top position she has reached. But what about the percentage? I was just saying in Shakti, there are around 10-12% now, and he wants to, you all want to make it to 30%. Outside also, I think it's around 15% is a business women. What about the remaining 85%? Politics. I think around 15% is a women representation. The rest all 85% is a man. 1 in 10 women are under poverty is what they say. So, if we touch that aspect, the others is a different story. But we being here, I can call a privileged crowd with the support of the men also, we being here, we can think of further enhancing our capacity, efficiency in whatever the field. Now you are in the field of business. How you can improve on by empowering yourself? How can you help others, other women, other sisters outside? how we can help them. See, I think with the Shakti, whenever there is a woman touch, I think there is a desire of perfection. So whenever I meet, because you are the crowd whom I meet on a regular basis, being in this tax department. Okay, I meet CAs, I meet business person, I meet auditors, rather than a common people in last 7 years since, because I am with this department now. So whenever a woman comes alone, okay, she's well prepared with the case. Very well. She knows what's the business transaction, okay, what was the problem with the books, and she thinks about the solution also. Same case, if the man comes, most of the times, I'm not saying there are exceptions for both the sides, he's not prepared, but he portrayed himself that he knows everything. Yes. See the confidence, because women, we don't do the things alone. We don't prefer to do. Of course, there is a joy in doing in a team. When we are two, we enjoy the process. But the confidence comes only when you do it alone. You try it alone, you get an amazing confidence. So how we can proceed in your business entity also? See, I think we are in time where business is promoted like anything. So many opportunities, the startup, udyams. I don't need to mention, you are all like privileged, you might have come through all this. You can take a registration, but yeah, I want to tell one incident. I was looking through one proprietorship firm registered in a women, the lady PAN. It ran for 10 years and there was a huge compliance issue. And when we were discussing with the person, their audit team and all, see, her brother was running a business for 10 years. She completely believed in him. He in turn handed it over to some other auditor. So finally the file was messed up. There was a huge, the pendency, the payables. She is totally unaware of what was happening. Because the government gives a lot of privilege of like bank loan, if it is in the women name, more loan benefits. So, lot of subsidies. You take anything for a women, government has given a lot of facility in order to empower her. But take for that matter, take the political scenario. But she is not actively involved. She has given the key and happily doing with the household works, right? So we have to start actively involving in the affairs wherever you are involved, wherever your identity is being involved, wherever your name is taken. So take part. No one has denied, but we have not tried, I guess, to the level where we can try. If you say that I don't give a signature, they can't do anything. It's that there is some consent from our end. Then only the men can overpower you. So make use of all the opportunities available, whether it is in the government setup or in private setup or this kind of networking activities. Exploit those opportunities. And when it comes to compliance, don't think it is a hurdle for you, whether it is a tax compliance or all other compliance. Like for example, a lot of products you have kept. So environmental clearances, the labor laws. Don't think it's a hurdle. But once initial focus has to be given and give it to the professionals, spend some money on it, but it gives you amazing mental peace and then you can focus towards your business. Otherwise, you have to spend your time on these compliances. Compliances may be slightly complex. Government is trying to ease on it. Every day we are working towards ease of business. Okay. But take it positively. The compliance may help you for your sustainable business development, for your success, and you can improve a lot of lives through that. So many people will be working for you. You can plan for them also. And being here in the tax department, what, sometimes whenever we discuss, we think about you. Whenever you don't follow the compliance, we don't in Karnataka when there was a VAT era, I think he karitidru nimanella andre karadaataru anta. Now the scenario has changed. Okay, we never think of course on your profit as how you income tax kattadagene on your company corporate tax kattirtira. But when it comes to the GST, indirect taxation, we don't think that you are paying. Okay, so we have given you a privilege to hold the taxpayer, the final consumer's money in your hands. Keep it for good number of days, 1 month, 1.5 months, and then pay it towards the government. It's a privilege. Cash flow siktu antandre what else you need in business? Cash flow is everything, right? So you can do wonders in that 1.5 months. So that is the reason, strict compliance expectation from the departmental end. But lot of benefits are given even for the indirect taxation, considering the COVID period, many amnesty schemes, waiver schemes. All these, the measures are taken by the government. Make complete use of it, be compliant, and make use of these networking facilities, because even though we are there in the digital world, virtual world anta heltivi, nothing can replace our physical connect. The trust it builds, the Vahinis here has more impact rather than being here at home, connecting online. Sometimes I feel even with the tax department, many of you might be very happy with the digitalization of the audit or digitalization of the tax compliances. I agree, it helps a lot. But once in a while, when we meet you, we understand better. The scale, I can't see it in the books. Okay, when we understand more, the government can think about more policy oriented towards the business atmosphere. So that interaction, at least once a while, is very much required. Think from that angle, okay, and don't think the tax authorities always on the wrong side. Okay, so they expect the complaint, because you can take a pride of being taxpayer, take a pride in nation building with respect to your income taxes, and with respect to indirect taxes, it's your duty to pay the tax. Okay, so if you have any specific questions, I'm very happy to be here for some more time. We can take one-on-one question also. I just want to end with one, I think we all have come across this small, beautiful, I can say the narration. So how this gender gap has created. So they do one experiment. I can take 1 more minute, I guess. So they are all doing one experiment. They made equal number of men and women to stand in a row. So they are all almost from the similar background, and they asked couple of questions. They said, like, in case if you are actively involved, just put your foot front. If you are not involved, please step back. So when the question started asking on your active involvement in your academics, in your cultural activities, sports, everyone started going front. When the question started on who has opened your bank account, who opened your Demat account, who is managing, who is your transport facilitator, the women started going back. It's on her oath. She has not tried. Whenever you want to take something, you ask your, the male member of your family to get it for you. Why can't you go? That teaches a lot. When it comes to the financial, but luckily you are all here. You have taken one step forward in that aspect. Please go forward. Be all together, like women hearted. The masculine power and the courage we really need. And at the same time, men also needs that. That's what I feel. Only with their support and on our own active involvement from our end, we can move further for the progressive society. Yes. Thank you, Vipra, for conducting this, and it's happy to see you all, the young, energetic, the business persons over here. So please take a pride in the nation building. You really matters. That is the reason government is giving so much of benefits and the privileges to you, because through you, n number of people are onboarding for the economic development of a country. All the very best.